acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm
Kilo, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in.
Oh, balling
Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here.
Man, I was giving them back-to-back ass whoopings. Them niggas, man.
Cause he gave me patience. Swear that all makes sense. When you make it, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like.
Oh, I knew you gonna say. I knew you gonna say. I'm doing it all. I'm doing it all. I'm doing whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to win. If I gotta run that ball, I gotta run that ball. And that's Nikki. Nikki put me on. Nigga told me to start running that ball.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Facts. Uh-oh, he goes, son, Nancy, putting his feet on the shoe rack. Already, Nancy.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line. Right there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Trubisky flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He's got Lockett. Tyler Lockett. He's at the 30, the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett 74 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
I was getting him on the first day. I was beating him left and right.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Watch the safety.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. The Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Check 50, check 50. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch out.
Now Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
Yeah, as a running back.
And that is
nice.
caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Yeah, a lot of sense.
The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This dude the one that showed me.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now Trubisky to throw.
I like the idea to make...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
54. Mike 54. Hey, orbit. Let's go. Let's bring it. Big Ed.
Yeah.
Deuce.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We're going to work out this year. We're going to work out to the boat this year.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was a perfect match. Especially Brady. That was a perfect match. I don't really see him causing no trouble in the England.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Switch.
Throwing is Wilson. Rolling to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
He about that shit. He about that shit. You don't mind about that. I'm just cornering him.
On third and goal, Wilson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside. 22-yard short attempt.
Hey, Jetpack, get on the sticker. I can't hear you.
Able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though.
Hey, why can't he Jetpack talk? Why can't he Jetpack talk?
I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Alert, 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 alert. Switch it. Watch the shot.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. They run it with Carson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On first down, Wilson flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now it's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Ballore taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ezekiel Ansah picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now Trubisky on third and long. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
I'm hungry out here, dude.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for.
Check out 18. Check 24. Watch 20. Hey, ball. Slam. Check 3. Check. Showing it. Sponge. No.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
That was real dangerous.
Offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Who that is? Who open?
Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Yeah, who said it open?
Picked off by Prince Amukamara. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jip out and party what?
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run again with Carson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On second and goal, Wilson.
Down.
They'll line up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold them in check, even carving them up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Myers' kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His
not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
All right, well, just call me back in 20 minutes. All right, I'm going to keep it right here. Yeah.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let nigga run the tuck.
Mike small. Mike 50.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Go get him. Mike 50. Here we go. Tighten up.
Here's Trubisky. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Rush in. Say. Alert.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Check, crunch.
He don't like competition. Boys don't like competition. J-Pat. They want easy wins.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jared Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Hey, 18.
Trubisky will throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Ziggy Ansah. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Roquan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd down and goal. Wilson escaping the under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Big series right here. We got to clear. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, look.
Here's Wilson. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets to him again. Kevin Pierre-Louis. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run
next?
with
Come on,
it.
go hard. You ready to go hard? I'm free.
All week
You ready to go hard?
Facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
I'm ready. I'm ready right now. Come on. I just won. I just won. Send it. Nah, play me, go hard. I called you out. Play me. Don't try. Come on, go hard.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Who terrible? Go hard. You want smoke? I'm out here. Who wants smoke, man? I'm out here, man. Hey, how the fuck y'all you both using Kansas City? That's weird. Uh-oh. Down. Down. Facts. Hey, go hard. What's up, baby? Who free? Anybody free? Who's free? All right. That's facts. Your name should be. Hey, your name should be on the list. Your name should be on the list on the next one. Top 5. I'm gonna say something. Facts. We're not gonna get into all that. That's miscellaneous. That's miscellaneous. You ain't getting all that. Lately, I didn't need my brother. Lately, I've been whipping their ass.
Yo, I gotta keep that nigga still.
Man, go sit your ass.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm giving it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My journey code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing.
Yo. No, I'll never put these niggas down. And I don't even play Madden. Well, that's that bull.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Yellow.
On first down, Mahomes. And incomplete to open things up.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Oh, my God.
With a big catch.
Good play.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Gain of 15. First down, Kansas City.
Yellow. Go on, 80.
Come on, like 10 minutes.
Mahomes
I'll be
now
done in
on
like 10
first
minutes.
down. And this one caught by Travis
Upstairs.
Kelce. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Man,
23 yards, the final tally. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
oh, what the fuck?
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. 3rd down here. The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Go for it. Why would you do that? Why would you go for it?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that's caught. It's Kelce.
Wow.
Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. They'll roll him out right.
Yo, how you on QB slide?
Almost to the 40 before going out. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yo.
A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on that first series.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 2, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Johnson. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Yo, we got to release that.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments. But again, they have great confidence having scored the last time.
All right, that's okay. All I was saying is 1 for 39 and 1 for 44. Like, I don't understand where the hell we not understanding each other. Like, it is what it is. Like, you be doing the extra shit.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised.
Well, I've been asking
his
you
mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
You have to make an account.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
You got to have an account.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes.
Oh,
he's going to
that bullshit
here. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw.
Let's go.
I'm out here. Traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and he'll wind up losing. But no matter, they've got the football back. Partners, switching gears for a second, a really cool moment on Sunday night when Clay Matthews, former Browns linebacker, was inducted into Cleveland's Ring of Honor. And, of course, his son Clay was playing for the opposite team that night. It was a really neat moment.
Fantastic moment. And it's Clay 2 and Clay 3, correct?
Yes.
Dad is 2, son who's playing for the Rams now is 3. When he popped out there to see the rest of the family, all of them wearing the 57 jersey, that Clay II wore with such distinction for Cleveland for all those years. I mean, he played long enough. A lot of people think he played with Otto Graham. I mean, it was amazing. About nearly a 20-year career there. And just phenomenal what he got done. And even better to see his son able to pop out there and share the moment with him on such a special night. Just phenomenal.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He dropped it.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
I saw that on replay.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football.
4-3-0.
I'm gonna walk in the park over here.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He's going to air one out.
Like that, baby.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off for 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well. Go to something
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Your order number is, I got it.
Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
I like the way we're running. I love
7 yards there and a first down.
I love
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety.
And he's going to go down again. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Faking the give. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watson eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
No, you good, man. Okay.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown.
No, he did.
Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half.
And
the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Come on, man.
He's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Oh, so that's why he said he's going to be sitting in there for a while.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
It'll be crying, too. No tablet, dude. Cost me money,
To the
dude.
what date?
Cost me money, dude. Here, man. Shut up. Here, bye.
Yeah.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game, 1st and 15.
Well,
The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go to Johnson again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hear me? Nah, but can you hear me?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, 31. Let him go.
Watson on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You know how I'm coming.
Out of the gun, Watson. Steps away to his left.
Nice little block. Nice little block. Nice little block.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
This is it. 19. 55. Let him know. Let him know.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Hey, you know I'm coming.
Will Fuller.
Yeah, I know I'm coming.
2 catches,
you know
2 touchdowns here so
this
far. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I got you. It's like you want to
Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. He will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Fuck it. I'm disrespectful. Hey,
so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
I'm out here. I can't slow them. Can't steal that from me. Nobody.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
I'm doing some little plays. I'm going to switch up.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Charles, with that incompletion, I want to step back for a second, just talk about the quarterbacks this year. It's an interesting stat that you and I were looking at before the game. 40 quarterbacks have been used in the first 3 weeks of the NFL season, most in the Super Bowl era. Some injuries and then just some changes at QB.
Wow!
Yeah, 20 of the starting quarterbacks this past Sunday under the age of 27. But what I like about what I'm seeing, despite the injuries, retirements, guys are being unable to play, I'm seeing these youngsters and backups come in and play well in a lot of cases. Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville has taken charge there. They got their first win. Kyle Allen, 4 touchdown passes for Carolina in relief of Cam Newton. They got their first win. Going into week 3, the collective quarterback rating for the season, 94.0, which was the highest at that stage of the season in a long time in the NFL. So maybe the quarterbacking streaks that we talk about all the time aren't as dire as we've made them out to be.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed.
Oh, my God.
They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I'm sorry, he's going to beat me out here. He beat me like this. Undefeated in 4 down.
3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go. 4th down. Mahomes.
Oh, my God.
That's Watkins. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
43.
They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. From the 16, Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
I'll probably do up here again.
Let's go.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Something about that line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Getting it to them in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Facts. You'll never lie. I sure did have a smile on my face.
First and 10, Watson will buy some time right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding it.
And he'll take this touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
He's throwing the ball too.
Here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw.
Good defense.
Incomplete.
He had nothing to throw to. Great defense. I stood right there in that little middle. I know you a little soft spot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
That's what I'm saying. You got to beat me with somebody else. You got to freestyle my ass. You got to freestyle.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Whitney Merciless, his second sack of the night. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
We did good on pressure.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Great on pressure. came back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted.
No.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
I ain't saying in a while.
Butker on for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep.
Oh, my God!
And
oh, my God!
Incomplete.
This guy don't love me.
Try to give his man
like
room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On the run, he'll let this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
I came right back to it. I'm out here. He just can't throw the ball. I came right back to it. He put out hard hit it.
76 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Got me fucked up. Come see me. You watching this game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's McCoy, and he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
I'm on. I'm going to score again.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Now you feeling something.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
I get more penalties. I get more.
Like you said, you getting trash with the Bears, huh?
Watson now to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Buying time to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right.
Fuck you.
That is caught.
Fuck you.
At the 10-yard line.
Fuck you, man.
Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, where they have all their play sequences.
And this is going to be intercepted.
I'm out here.
Justin Reed, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
On his ass.
Pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
That's going to be a problem. Yeah, get too.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done.
Good game.
Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Show that boy. I'm balling.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
It doesn't matter.
Boy, were they clicking on offense.
I'm winning right now,
they can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
But listen, I'm not playing. But listen, you gotta look who I'm playing though. I'm playing the best though. I'm not playing no
run pass. It's all gonna work.
That's called
you gotta look
being
at
in
that
the
too.
zone.
I'm gonna keep it 100. You right?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner Charles Davis and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
I'm giving the Bears because you disrespect my Bears. I'm not tolerating no disrespect for my Bears at all by no niggas. You getting the Bears. My broadcast up. My broadcast up. My broadcast up, sir. I post it again. You can't teach him and beat him. You gotta pick a side. Facts. I give you that. I give you that, AZ. Cause AZ get it switching up. He get it switching up out of nowhere and start kicking ass.
Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. Not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. Yeah, they can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateur.
Hey family, hey go hard. You right. Brady is playing out his ass. He playing out the world right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. And you a real nigga for that. I don't like Brady. I don't like Brady attitude sometimes, but he do ball though. He ball. Brady ball. I think he's number 1 too. Right now, I think so too. He be balling. He's nasty. He's nasty. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
That sack by Khalil Mack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, and he's got it complete to Darren Sproles. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Wentz now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Wentz.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Hey, Charlie, you got
now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Even when my Wi-Fi was 100%, that should be lagging. What the fuck?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Looking deep for Gabriel.
He dropped his stick. Oh, my God.
Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Good play. You can figure that out all day today.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
You can play. You can play. You sleep on him, he'll beat you. Like,
on 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
You got to come out with that killing instinct. That's what I learned now. I be counting to the left. You know what I'm about to.
Throwing now is Wentz. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Montgomery. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
He did. It give you a headache. I be having a headache. I don't know because I'm front.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Yeah.
2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. Now, second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because...
It got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no ground stains.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sproles, the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Right side is Jeffrey. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do? Put a man on him. The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I'm going to throw you a little bit, but I don't say you trash.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing here, Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Trubisky. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Uncorks one for Davis. And he
touchdown, I'm a
takes this
beast.
one in for
I'm a goddamn beast.
touchdown.
I still haven't figured it out.
Mike
I still haven't figured this shit out.
In the
I said
final
it.
seconds of the first
Wow.
half. And the Bears get a bit
They don't take a shot yet. They don't do the edge up.
Well, this could be a big turnaround.
All right,
They
let me
get the
do that. Can I do
touchdown
that
in the
real quick?
final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to
I
get
can
the ball
pause
to
the
start
game.
quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is,
I
if they
do
take
that.
the ball
I do
down
that
to
when
start
we
the second
got a
half
shot. We got a
and
shot.
score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This is taken at the 3. That's
Man,
it for the
I'm
first
happy.
half. 2 more quarters to
happy.
go. We'll have plenty
I'm
more
happy
to
down by
see
10 points. I'm
after
happy
the
like
break.
this. I'm happy.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter
like
number
this.
3 alongside
Oh,
Charles
go.
Davis. I'm Brandon
my
Gaudin.
phone, one
So
play.
the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check 59, Mike.
Now wins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Get the ball back.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz.
Let's go.
And he'll go down.
Let's go,
The
defense.
Bears
You
get
came
there
through.
for the sack.
You came
Khalil
through.
Mack
I love it.
able to disrupt
I
yet
love
another
it.
pass play. That is
I
his
love it.
3rd sack of the afternoon.
That's what I do.
Here's Cameron
That's why I wanna play
Johnston
the
now.
best. I wanna
And the
figure
way
this
this
shit out.
offense has moved the
I like
ball,
figuring
he
shit
hasn't
out.
been
That's what I do
needed
like.
until here in the
Figure shit out.
3rd.
Let's go.
On the return
Let's
is
go.
Cohen.
Get off me.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over.
What I do, figure shit out like.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves
First down,
some
baby.
momentum.
I
See
love
what
it.
they have up their sleeve.
I'm loving
And he's going to get this
right now. I
down
love
to
it.
the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
I'm out here.
David Montgomery.
I'm out here.
33 yards.
I'm out here.
As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after,
I am out
right
here.
down the middle. And that will get them one
go
closer.
hard. I'm out here. Always a good game with MackMed in the building. Always a good game with MackMed in the building. Always a good game with MackMed in the building. Shit. I know too much defense.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
You want to stick to the game plan. You want to see what's working.
This is taken at the 3.
I ain't going to wait for a right. I keep shit up sometimes. Keep shit up. We're going to go working. Right,
and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Shit. I'm hungry out here. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, they run with Howard.
Not today. Not today.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. This is Howard on second down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
You know doing something wrong when niggas on the ball. You know doing something wrong when niggas on the ball. Yeah, you out here.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
He passed. I believe he's passing. Yep.
They do go for it. It's Wentz.
My ball. Keep my ball. I'm playing defense out here.
Interesting call.
I'm playing defense out here.
And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
I'm playing with kicks. Let's get it. Come on. I'm playing my ball. I'm playing my ball.
First down, a run with Cohen.
I'm playing my ball right now. Let's go!
Going to get him behind the
First
line
down.
yet again.
He's in
as
trouble.
his nightmare afternoon continues. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time
Let's go.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Oh, boy, bro, I'm out here for the peace, bro. You ain't listen to me. You don't listen to me.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Going for it all.
Damn!
It'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Wentz now to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ertz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. To throw is Wentz. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Pick this fuck me up, dude. That's my man shit right there. Fuck. Damn.
Here we go. Louise! I'm on. Check.
On 1st and goal, Howard hammering for the goal line. He loses the
Come
football.
on, Mac.
Wow.
Damn.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Had him, man. I had his nigga. Come on.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Woo.
And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, that's true.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trubisky will throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Man's trying to get him to go for it. Man wants him to go for it so bad.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They go with Howard again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Hey, grip 5-2, come here. 58, come on. 58. Hey, exit. Here we go.
To throw is Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Running from the gun with Howard. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Cohen. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise,
he's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Good game, man. That sure hurt. This hurt.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Hey, Nancy, you ready for me to do a mirror edge up real quick? You ready for me to do a mirror edge up real quick? Alright, let me do my, hey, I've been everybody tell me to do my son edge up real quick. Just gonna do this edge up. Damn, that shit hurt. That hurt. This game hurt me. Fuck. I wanted that win. So fucking bad. Damn.
My homie, there's so many milks, bird in my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part. But
alright, I do let it
out. The team, I'm protecting it hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me.
I'm real close to getting my game. I'm very close.
Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's
why I go hard to go, man. That's why he top dog in the party. Anybody else out of beat, I know that for a fact. He just wasn't going. If I make them fumbles and little mistakes and that happened in the beginning, man, I'd been good. I'd have been good. I would have had control of my destiny, but I couldn't.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm on bullshit, fam. I've been playing good all day today. Yesterday, too. When I play the top 2 niggas in this car, that's the only two that's beating right now. Brady and Vaughn. You won no shit.
Here's Foles. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now Foles. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
challenging plays, Alabama plays, the calls, the
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now it's Trubisky. Throw outside, taken in by Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's at the 50, 30. 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told him, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now Trubisky lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. Caught by Montgomery. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st down, Cohen. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. 1st down. Here's the run to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Oh, he dropped that. Oh, my God.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. and somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Yeah, a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Push it back.
Here's 2nd and 8. Caught here by Conley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, 62 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Fielded at about the 28.
No!
There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Lock in.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Down goal. You draw quarter. Pick.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 70 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Leonard Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, you okay, Nancy?
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. We ready? Championships, baby. Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So in the Bear territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And down to the 27-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll look to throw here. Complete. It's Irvin. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Good play. I take that. I take that.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Foles. And able to find Conley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Calais Campbell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Sit up. 180. Come on. Alert.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 2nd and goal.
Come on!
Foles.
How'd that happen?
And they will score.
What the
It's
fuck?
a Jacksonville touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Dancing to his left. He's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 21 yards away. And the Bears cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. How does the kick? Fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you have green on that play.
Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Taking it about the 36. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted.
I know.
And that should do it.
I
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I almost had him beat, though.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Foles. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Deion Bush with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
You come on running back? Okay, I know what. Come on back real quick. Just because my old lady didn't make the food yet.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.
Can't be making mistakes in games like that.
Nobody in game. Oh my God. Yo, break stop. How's it go? Oh my God. Come here, boy. Sit down. What's wrong with you? Watch the heavy. Heavy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in.
What's up? You quit? Oh, damn. Nah, you send it to me. You got home. I want to be on the road. You send it. I'll be on the road. No, I don't want the home. I want the road. I like to win my game on the road. And you know what? You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that. You not say that. I gotta really beat you now. This shit stink, baby. You alright? Still with it, baby?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. McManus on to kick this one off.
Thank you, my fault.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! On the ball!
Fournette running out of the gun. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You play better in that game. You play way better.
Here's Foles. He's got the hook up with Conley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Yeah. But this one, I'm gonna win this game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
13. Hey, Foxtrot.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Come on, D. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. I got you, boy.
What are you?
He'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down.
You all right? Keep talking wrong. You tell you take a long numbers like me.
Here we go. Right in.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Wow!
He's got his target, Chris Conley. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Wow.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and a yard. Foles. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
You got lucky, man.
An 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and a couple. Flacco, left side here. That's the tight end Fant. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsay. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Switch.
Flacco eluding the pressure right.
Oh, that's not what I want
And
to
he
do.
fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Fournette on the counter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. Here, we go.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. All right, we got a second here. Let's have some fun. Let's be cheesy, because why not? So we have the 71st Emmys on Sunday.
No wine. Just straight cheese.
71st Emmys on Sunday. So let's hand out a few awards.
Okay.
Let's start with Best Supporting Actor right now in the NFL. Who are you going with?
I'm going with the mustache man, Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville. Because despite the fact that they're 1-2, got their first win last Thursday against Tennessee, he stepped in week 1 and set a record for rookie quarterbacks. What was he, 22 of 25 throwing in that game? 88% right out of the gate. And has continued good play since then. And let's face it, the mustache mania is sweeping Duval County as well as the rest of the state of Florida.
Best actor in a lead role, I'm assuming you're going Mahomes.
You have to, because we kept saying he couldn't possibly do what he did last year.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back in the 25. Marcel Darius breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's going to go down again. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here we go, I got you.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
Oh, my God.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is taken around the 12. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
I know you like that play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Flacco. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Ooh.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
1. 47's the mic.
Back to throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I came right on time. We both had a hand on it. We both had a hand on it.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Flacco, let's make some plays. Let's make some plays.
Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. Flushed out right, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now.
Lame as hell. Niggas be coming here lame as fuck.
I see why B want me to private.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 22, Flacco. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Flacco to throw here on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Taken in at the 22. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
Got him.
Every now and then, though, they'll get after.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on first down, Foles, a throw left side, complete to his receiver Westbrook. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Foles. And able to find Conley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He takes this for 3 to the 29. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
Let's go. I take it. I take
Down
it.
the numbers. There he goes.
I take it.
All the way home for a Broncos score.
I need that.
Philip Lindsey,
I needed that.
60 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Curl. Under.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Foles. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Draymond Jones in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. They'll set up a throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
I love what we're doing right now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own. But offensive,
and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
I love it.
From 21 yards away.
I love it.
And the Broncos have taken the lead.
I love it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Foles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. Unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Telvin Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage.
Oh, I could have picked.
Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A.J. Boyd able to pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Critical extra point up and good. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT? Or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Flacco to throw. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Pressure mounting. Flacco. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Setting to throw, Flacco. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Miles Jack able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. Flacco. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Miles Jack bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and it's third down. From the gun, Flacco. And that is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
You shut him down on offense. You shut him down on offense.
From the 39, Foles. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Broncos still got that super. Broncos still got that super defense. Super Bowl defense.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Here's Logan Cook now on for a very important punt here in overtime. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Movies ain't on here.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
What the fuck?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
What is that, dude?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Oh, good game.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime.
I know. I ain't want it.